Good morning. It's 5:45 a.m. Axel and I headed up to the Dry Creek Hunt Club, to the duck swamp, to see if there's any birds in there working that piece of property. It's about 30 degrees this morning, nice bluebird sky, lots of stars out, so you know, who knows, not ideal conditions for the swamp, but maybe some birds flying. It's been cold up north, so maybe it's moved some down. We'll see, and we'll check back with you. Merry Christmas. And Mr. Beaver there came to visit us this morning. It's about 7:30. We have seen about 15 birds, but they've gotten out of the swamp. They're not coming into the swamp. So now I'm kind of wondering if this is not a better evening spot. But we'll hang out for a few more minutes. See if we can't get something coming back in. I'm shocked that there are no woodies in here. Those seem like big ducks, big greenheads. It's still a quandary. Maybe as the year goes on, it gets a little later, a little colder, we'll have more action in here coming in the morning. So I'm thinking this deep water will stay open longer than most places when it gets froze up. So we'll see what happens. So since our last little interview, Axel decided he'd take a little walk and a little run and swim. And so he just came back. Say hi. Go ahead, buddy. Axel, come here. He's full of it, so come here. Axel. So he's hard to keep your hand on. Come here, buddy. Axel, here. Here. So you'll see what I have to deal with in the mornings. A little rambunctious little boy. But he gets after it when we get something down. So hopefully he'll stay away from this big beaver in here. We'll get tore up and we'll maybe do some duck killing. Sit, buddy. Now, if you look behind me here, that's our swamp. I'm on the other side. Where I was at before was way on that other side near that tree line. I walked over here to see if I didn't see some sign of those birds. And I believe they got up from right behind me and flew across. So maybe next time I'll come and sit here, but I mean, if I run them out, I'll run them out. I'd rather be over there to shoot at them, but in the evening, this might be the place to be on this side. So we'll come back one evening and take a look, see what we see. Be an easy place to get to in the evenings. Well, I found an interesting thing here today. Never seen before in the woods. It's kind of scary, actually. Right here below me to my right is a well that's been dug. Somebody's fenced around it, and they've put a car hood, looks like, over the top of it, but still got a pretty significant gap. And I saw the fence around it, and I came up here to investigate with Axel. And
it scared me to death because he could, you know, I was afraid he'd fall down in there. So I put him back in the truck and I came back up here to shine my light in there and see what we see. So it's really foggy down in here, so I'm not really seeing anything. I can't see. But here's the scene. You see the car hood and the pretty significant hole there, and then you see rock around the edge of the well. Kind of scary. Down back at the house. It's about 9:20. I want to kind of recap and take the time to end out the report from the swamp this morning. We had a pretty eventful day in that we saw 15 or so birds. That was an encouraging thing. Kind of weird that they were getting out, not coming to the swamp at daylight. So we'll think about that and try to decide how we handle that. And like I said earlier, maybe as the weather gets colder, there'll be more birds in. There'll be birds working into the swamp too, not just roosting there at night. So anyway, that does it for this report on the swamp and on the Dry Creek Hunting Club for this year, 2012. Y'all have a Merry Christmas, and we'll talk to you soon. This has been a production of Redwood Media, a division of Madison Morgan Incorporated. Written and produced by Chris Wood. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Drake Waterfowl Systems, Under Armour, Benelli Shotguns, and Costa Sunglasses.